whether or not you should tell your best friend that.
But why would the sister say not to tell? Why would the sister say not to tell?
Welcome back to One Thing for Certain. I'm LA.
I'm Hollis.
So, first of all, let me start off by apologizing. Last week we did not record a video, had a lot going on. So, again, want to apologize. Second of all, we are 39, I said? 39 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what we're saying, but apparently you guys like it a lot. For the channel to only be up a little less than 2 months and we're already at almost 1,000 subscribers, that's crazy. The views are getting bigger, the likes are getting bigger, so really appreciate that. So we were going over the questions for tonight, and again, we got a boatload of questions. And we picked one tonight that's probably going to be definitely, what's that saying, water cooler talk.
That's right.
This was definitely going to be water cooler talk, just being honest with you. Special shout out to Big Mike WW3. Don't know him, don't know his wife. They reached out to me Saturday night wanting to know about the video this week that we didn't post, and somehow we just got into a conversation. I was not in a really good place at the moment, and him and his wife really gave me a really good conversation about staying positive and how the channel is really helping them and their friends. So really appreciate that, man. He's not even a new subscriber. I'm just giving him a shout out because he was, for that particular moment, he was a really good friend. And I want you guys to understand, don't just consider us two people just sitting in front of a camera talking to you.
Right.
You can get to know us. I don't mind. Obviously, I ain't gonna get too personal. And then with that being said, yeah, a million times, I would just say this. My relationship status is single. That seems to be a popular question with you guys. Hollis, you want to answer that?
Same thing, man.
Okay, yeah. You guys are asking that a lot. So now you know. Hollis is single, I'm single. So don't turn this into a dating site. That's not what this is. So, but anyway, Big Mike WW3, man, appreciate that. Appreciate you and your wife being a subscriber and a supporter. With that being said, listen, tonight's question comes from a subscriber. That this is the situation. I want you to listen up. Her best friend and her boyfriend, not the subscriber's best friend, but the boyfriend and another young lady had a housewarming. Now, these two young ladies are best friends. Keep up with me now. They invited them over. The best friend and her boyfriend purchased a home, and they invited her over to the housewarming, where she brought her sister. Well, during that visit, the sister was hit on by the best friend's boyfriend. You already shaking your head.
You know it.
So
messy.
She is debating whether or not she should tell her best friend that her boyfriend hit on her sister. I can imagine the comments on this one, because that's a messy situation. Like, what do you do? So, as always, what do you got?
Let me grab the mic for this one.
Oh, you got to grab the mic?
She's got to tell. She's got to tell.
Okay.
If you consider yourself somebody's friend and you don't speak that kind of truth, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Got to tell. No hesitation.
Okay. Right now, unless something's changed since she sent the question, she is saying that she's not going to tell her.
But why would she not tell?
She said blood is thicker than water. Now, this was my response to her. Yeah, but your sister didn't do anything wrong. Your best friend's boyfriend hit on her.
That's right.
So it has nothing to do with blood thicker than water. She didn't do anything wrong.
There's no blood involved.
It'd be different if the sister hit on the boyfriend. That's another animal altogether.
No. The only difference is her loyalty is to her friend, her loyalty to her sister. She's not betraying her loyalty to her sister by telling her friend. There's no violation in that conversation.
Well, this is what I think. I think you should go ahead and tell her. I'm gonna tell you why.
Absolutely.
Because if the day comes where she finds out that her boyfriend hit on your sister, and you knew, and you did not tell her, you gonna have a problem.
I agree.
Cause I know I would be like that. If you knew that my significant other was hitting on somebody and you didn't tell me, and I find out that you knew, I would feel some type of way.
Absolutely. I'm about truth. I may not like it. Tell me the truth. I'm a grown man. I can deal with it.
So I don't understand why she would feel like she's protecting. Because you're not really protecting the sister. Because again, the sister did nothing wrong.
There's no violation. There's no trust. There's no bond being broken between the three of them, the three women involved. The only bond of trust that was broken was the boyfriend trying to, make advances towards her sister. So there's no bond that's being broken unless she doesn't say something.
No, I agree 100%. And I told her, I said, you need to go ahead and tell her. Because again, I know how I would feel.
Absolutely.
And I get the whole trust thing. Listen, I remember, man, I'll never forget one of my best friends in the world. Okay, and I'm not defending him. He was my best friend, but he was cheating.
Mm-hmm.
And his girlfriend, we were friends also. She came to me crying, just bawling her eyes out. And I'm always a sucker for tears. I always tell you pretty much anything. But I wasn't going to betray him.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of answered the question without answering the question. I remember looking at her and I said, listen, if you got to ask me what he's doing, you already know the answer.
That's a betrayal of trust.
Exactly. I wasn't going to do it. I grew up with this guy.
But you made that statement.
I don't want to say I betrayed him. I just told I said, that's the honest truth, though. If you know.
It's the honest truth, but that's still a violation.
No, how did I betray him?
Because you said
what you had to say
without saying it.
Well, but that's how I feel. If you got to ask, then you already know the answer. But I don't feel like I betrayed him at all.
That statement itself is giving her an answer.
She already knew the answer.
If the police come to you and say, hey, did he do it? And I say, oh, you already got the evidence. You ain't got to ask me.
Yeah, you ain't betraying me.
I'm leading you in that direction.
Listen, if the police show up...
If I say anything other than I don't know...
Listen, if the police show up at your door
mm-hmm.
and I murdered somebody...
Okay.
And they got the bloody knife in their hand and the evidence, and they say, did he do it? And you tell me, if you tell the police, hey, you already got the evidence, you don't need me to say anything. You ain't betraying me. They already got the evidence. That's not betrayal. Betrayal would be like, yeah, he did it. Then you betrayed me.
But
at no point did I tell her that he cheated.
But you don't have to say it.
You
can imply it. And when you made that statement, to me, that's implying that, yes, he is, but I'm not going to come out and tell you.
I won't going to say it, though. I don't feel like
but you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it for it to happen, for it to be true.
Okay, so how should I have responded to her question?
I would have said, I can't get in your business. You need to talk to your boyfriend. I don't know. I'm not in it. I would have got out of it completely.
Yeah, well, that wasn't going to work.
Why?
Okay, first of all, she knew me and him were thick as thieves in the first place. This dude didn't blaze his nose unless I knew about it. And she knew that. That's why she asked me. But the thing is...
But she can't put you in that position.
Well,
he can't put you in that position.
I never said yes. I never said no. All I said was, if you got to ask that question, you already know the answer.
And I agree. But to me, that's confirming her beliefs.
How?
Because you said if you ask me that question, you already know the answer. So that's insinuating that whatever you're alluding to is correct.
No, I gotta disagree with you on that one.
Hey.
I'm sorry, man. I feel like I did not betray him at all, and I wouldn't have.
No, I don't think you betrayed him, but you confirmed her doubts.
Well, again,
was it blatantly? Was it yes, he is?
I'll say it like it happened yesterday. If you gotta ask me,
mm-hmm.
then you already know. If you got these suspicions, you already know. Listen, I've been in relationships where I don't need to ask.
You already know.
I don't need to ask. I already know.
But at the same time, that goes into a bigger issue, is if he is stepping out on his woman, why would he put you in a position to know if you have a relationship with her? That's something we don't talk about a lot is if you got a partner and he got a girl and she's like your sister because that's your partner, that's your brother. So his girl is like your sister, and y'all had that relationship. If he's doing what he's doing behind closed doors, what position does that put you in? Because how do you come around her and maintain a relationship?
All right,
when he's putting you in that position.
Okay, so in her case with the question, so if the sister says don't say anything, should she still keep quiet?
No.
Now I don't know if the sister said don't.
She should, even if the sister said it, because she's not violating. Her sister did nothing wrong.
Yeah, we established that. The sister
So
did
she's
wrong.
establishing, she's maintaining her relationship with her friend. Sister, I love you to death. You did nothing wrong. I'm gonna tell my friend because I have to keep it 100 with my friend. Because that's, if it was me, I would want to know. So she has to. If she doesn't, how can she consider her a friend?
Well, again, I told her that she needs to tell her.
Absolutely.
Because back to what I said earlier, if it comes out and she finds out somehow that boyfriend hit on her sister and she knows she didn't say anything, it's going to be drama.
Not even that. If there's any situation that comes up after that, how can she be her friend and console her without having that influence of her advice? If she come to her a month later and say, hey, me and dude having issues, she's going to have that in the back of her head, and it's going to affect any advice she gives her going forward. So she's going to tell her, I think you need to break it up. She's like, over that? It's always going to be biased.
When they break up? People break up. First of all, listen. She need to break up with this guy anyway.
Absolutely. But a friend needs to be transparent.
It takes balls of steel to hit on your girlfriend's best friend's sister
In the building.
In the
building. That's true.
That takes balls of steel. If she's dating a guy like that, that ain't betrayal. She need to cut that dude loose, man. 'Cause that's crazy.
It is. But
like,
if you got friends that won't tell you that, that's crazy as well. If you my people, that party should have stopped.
All right, well, let me throw another loophole in here. Should the sister have even told her?
Absolutely.
But listen,
because the sister has an obligation to be 100 with her sister.
Listen, this is a messy question.
Very messy.
I'm discussing it, and I'm like, this is messy, because it's like you got all these different parties involved. Like, who's wrong? Who's right? Should the sister have said anything?
Yes.
Once the sister did say anything, did the sister tell her not to say anything, and now she's debating? Because if it's me, and it's like let's say I'm the girl, and my sister like, don't say anything. Do you have an obligation to your sister?
No.
She responded to me saying blood is thicker than water. Is that what she's talking about?
But
if that's what she's talking about, then that means her sister must have said don't say anything to her.
But still, what are your values? You could be my sister, my brother, whatever. If you did nothing wrong and I'm informing my partner, my friend about something, I gotta stay true to that. I gotta stand on that.
Okay, so
you may ask me not to say something, but I gotta say something because that's a violation.
Well, let me ask you this: me and you, blood brothers.
Okay.
Your best friend, your best friend in the world, he comes over here with his girlfriend.
Okay.
His girlfriend hits on me.
Okay.
And I tell you, hey, his girlfriend hit on me, man. Don't say anything about it because I don't need no drama. Would you still tell him?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, man, for real?
Absolutely. I have to. Because you did nothing wrong.
Exactly. But
you did nothing wrong.
Again, as your brother,
it's my job to protect you and protect him.
Okay, so listen. Once they step out of here, it's not up to us what she's gonna do. Because clearly, if she's gonna hit on me, she's gonna hit on somebody else.
She's for the streets.
Okay, but he can find out on his own.
Nah.
But as your blood brother, if I sit here and tell you, hey man, I don't want any drama. Don't say anything about it. But I don't act on it.
No drama's coming your way. Where's the drama coming from?
How do you know?
Because I'm going to my partner and I'm like, look, this is the scenario.
Because again, you said she for the streets, right?
That's right.
What if he goes back? What she goes back and say he's lying?
For one,
then you got drama.
Anybody in my crew, we don't operate on that. I'm not gonna come to him unless it's
Bruh,
facts.
Do not underestimate the power of a woman.
I don't.
And I'm telling you right now, if she goes back and says, "Oh, I don't know what they're talking about. That's not true."
Nah.
Then he's mad.
Nah. See, I've had
really. You don't think that scenario can play out?
It could. I've had this exact situation happen before in my army days. I've had situations where somebody bring a girlfriend to the barracks, and while he's in the shower, she's knocking on somebody else's door saying, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, I can tell you some more stories too, so I know you exactly right.
So I've seen it, but I stand on the truth. So if my partner is gonna be upset at my brother,
but here's the thing: it's not. You said I get you saying you stand on the truth. Just because you don't tell somebody does not mean you're lying.
It does.
Just because you don't tell them.
Yes, because if that was me, would I want somebody?
Lie if you don't tell them?
Because it's an unspoken truth. It's the same thing as a lie. I treat that the same.
Not telling somebody something is not the same as lying.
To me, that's the unspoken truth. If you know that something can hurt me and you don't say something, that's the same. You being involved in hurting me.
So if I tell you, look, I'm going to McDonald's, and then you find out I didn't go to McDonald's, did I lie?
No.
How? I mean, I went somewhere else. But is it a lie because I went somewhere else and didn't tell you? I just didn't tell you.
There's no damage done to me because of what you said. There's no damage done to me. If there's damage done to me, that's where it crosses the line.
I just don't believe because you don't tell somebody something is a lie. Just because I don't tell you.
Now, it's not a lie.
If withholding information,
I treat it the same as a lie. To me, it's just like a lie.
Okay, well,
it has equal weight.
All right, well, that's different because that's how you look at it.
That's right.
But if I'm on the stand in a court of law and I don't, they ask me a question and I don't reveal anything, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you. Now, if you sit there and say, "Do you know?" and I say no, I lied. I know, I just ain't saying it.
But if you know something's gonna do me harm and you don't say it and you knew the whole time, you might as well lie to me because when I find out that you knew and didn't say something, I'm gonna treat you like you lied.
Well, I got you. This situation is very messy.
It is.
Again,
that's why
maybe I need to reach back out to her on Instagram and ask her, like,
in the
did
mess,
your sister tell you that?
Stand on the truth in a mess.
Well, it's definitely a damn mess. I'm saying, I will reach back out to her on Instagram and ask her, did your sister tell you not to say anything? Because I'm kind of curious about that now. Maybe that's why you're struggling with whether or not you should tell your best friend that.
But why would the sister say not to tell? Why would the sister say not to tell? It would have to be because
the situation I just told you about. If your best friend, me and you brothers, and your best friend's girlfriend hit on me, the reason I'm gonna tell you not to say anything because I don't want any drama because you don't know. She might go back and say, I tried to hit on her.
But she could say that either way.
Now he gonna roll up mad with me.
What if she say that? What if when they leave the party? Well, hold on. But when they leave the party, she says, "You know what? Your best friend brother tried to holler at me."
Yeah, okay.
Now, if I go to my friend and say, "No, actually, my brother told me that she tried to holler at him," I'm gonna say, "Well, why you ain't tell me?" That looks suspect already. So you instead of telling me to stand on the truth, you cause a problem.
I just think in that situation, we should stay out of it. As brothers, we should stay out of it. Let him deal with his cheating girlfriend.
So what happens when he comes back to the house and asks my brother, "Did you holler at my girl?" And he says, "No, I didn't. She tried to holler at me." See how the truth would have prevented that.
Well, again,
stand on the truth.
I just think in that situation, stay out of it. Because, hey, as you can see, this is a messy situation.
Very messy.
I want to know what you guys think. Hit us up in the comment section. Like the video. Please make sure you subscribe. Again, we're only 39 subscribers away from 1,000. Somebody asked me one time, was it nervous knowing that a bunch of people watch the video? I said, no, I'm getting nervous about that. You get nervous, man?
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, so again, man.
I haven't let loose yet. I'm easing into that.
Let loose, man.
Yeah,
That's what it's for.
You know it.
So again, we're back. Sorry about last week again. So please, again, hit us up. Because like I said, this is a messy situation. See if y'all can help our friend out. I think she should just go ahead and tell her. And her friend need to go ahead and dump that boyfriend again of hers. Because apparently this dude ain't about shit.
He belong to the streets.
Yeah, so until next week, man. Peace